Today is the day that I'll be candling the eggs, so I'm really excited. I'll do that in the evening. Miss Sweet Pea came off the nest this morning for her little rest. She's already eaten most of that egg yolk, so I've given the leftovers to the rest of the chickens. Squeak doesn't seem too interested, but I think maybe Sweet Pea didn't come off the nest at all yesterday. She ate what I gave her to eat, and then maybe today's her first break in a couple of days. A well-deserved break. I've given them some mealworms. I've given her some oats to get her energy back up. Here she is digging up one of our favourite plants. I don't know why they love digging this one so much. I think they just love digging up the dry soil. Meanwhile, here's Miss Precious being a good mom on the nest. But as you can see, she's not fully aware of all the eggs. That egg does still feel slightly warm. Let me give her some of yesterday's worms. Whoopsie, sorry about that, dear. Do you want to eat some? Yum? No, you're in a broody trance. You're not hungry. Oh, good. I won't check on if anyone's laid a new egg today because I'll be doing that later on when I candle the eggs. I love how they fan their tails out. Squeaky dinosaur, you're mad at me. I bought you something to eat. You carry on eating, my sweetie. Go on. Here you are. Well done. That was an angry, broody flap. She's trying to decide whether she wants to go back onto her nest or not. She has just flown up onto my shoulder. What do you want? Let me take her in towards the coop and see if she wants to go in there. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? You want to go in? You investigating? You seeing Precious on that nest? You can fly in if you want to. No? Yeah, looks like she is. There she goes. She's thinking, why has this nest moved since I last left it? This is not cool. Get out of the way, food. Get out of the way. Okay. She wants her eggs back from Precious. Come on, Precious. Let her have her couple. Oh dear. Oh, she's nudging poor Precious out of the way. Like she did yesterday. This is hilarious. It's like two children. She's managed to claim her spot and she's like, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here until you move. She's just sitting there. Oh dear. Okay, Precious, you can find yourself a new spot. Oh, Sweet Pea's still shoving her. This is very brave of Precious because she's not as dominant in the pecking order as Sweet Pea is. So obviously she can't peck Sweet Pea or she can't fight for her place. So she's just sitting there and hoping that will be enough. You're so cute, girls. I'm glad she's not fighting. It means the eggs are safe. When Sweet Pea was in her egg, I think it was around 8 days when I candled the egg, and I could see a lot of movement inside Sweet Pea's egg. And so I'm wondering if these eggs already are at that development stage and whether these hens can feel the chicks moving around inside, because obviously they'll be able to feel any vibrations through the shell. Looks like these two are just gonna stay like this for a while. I'm going to put them back in their corner and let them figure it out. There you are. And I'll see you two tonight when I come to take your eggs for candling. Mr. Snuggles was feeling in a really cuddly mood today. The moment I came out, he hopped onto me because he wanted to have a snuggle. And he didn't want to leave. So he hasn't tried to jump onto me for these past few days before I even clipped his wings. So I wasn't sure if the wing clipping had done the trick, but today he came and tried to fly onto my shoulder like he has done in the past. Before, he's been able to hop straight up there, but today he realized that he couldn't, so he landed kind of halfway up and then had to use his claws to run up the rest of the way up my jumper, kind of like a kitten, until he got to my shoulder. So I'm pleased because it means that the wing clipping has done its job and he won't be able to escape anymore. And he's not any the worse off for it, are you, Mr. Snuggles? You're gonna have a little nap now. It's not dark yet, but I have chores to do today, so I can't wait until dark to candle the eggs. So even though these two beauties are so well settled, I'm going to have to take their eggs. So let's get them all. I'm sorry, sweetie, but I'm gonna have to get them all. Okay, oh, they are lovely and warm. Really warm. I'll get them all back to you very soon. This is the very thing they dread, the eggs being taken away from them, but I never have before, so hopefully it won't be too traumatic. That's 6 eggs. You were sitting on 6, you lucky girl. And what about you, sweetie? How many are you sitting on? There should be another 3. There's 2. 1 more. Okay. Let's just have a quick feel around to make sure that nobody has laid an extra egg in there. Nope. Okay, good girl. And what about you? Okay, time to take these in to be candled. This here is the one egg that I hoped might be Artemis's egg. It's the one with the little A on it. But unfortunately, this is the one egg which is completely clear. So I guess it wasn't meant to be. It's possible that 2 of the other eggs in here might be Artemis's egg, but this one, which I really thought was hers, is clear. This is more difficult to see into, on the camera at least. This is another one of the eggs that might possibly be Artemis's egg, but I think this one probably doesn't have a chance. You can see somehow the air sac in there is hugely saddled, and I think it might have started to develop but might have died because I can't really see any veining in here. There might be a blood ring. A bit hard to show it on camera. This one is also probably not going to develop, but I will leave it in there to give it a chance. And this one here, which also has a chance of being Artemis's egg, possibly is developing. I'm not sure if it's visible on camera. You can see a clear air sac and you can see some of the veining inside the egg. So I'm really glad that something is happening inside this egg. It's quite hard to make it come up on camera, but this egg is developing. I can see veining inside the egg. Oh wow, this egg you can see, but that right there I think is the chick's eye, the dark spot you can see. You can see there's some nice veining inside this egg here. There's the air sac, there's the veining inside. It's time to put the eggs back. Here they are after candling, and these 2 broodies are still sitting here as if their eggs are still under them. They are hilarious. So it looks like these 6 eggs on this side are developing, so we should get 6 chicks. This one, which I thought was Artemis's last egg, unfortunately is the only one which is not fertile, which is disappointing, but that's the way things go. I'm really hoping that this one, marked with a triangle, was one of the ones that I thought could possibly be one of her eggs. I guess there's a chance, I don't know. These 2 here I'm a little bit worried about. They were fertile, but it looks like they're not developing properly. One has a huge air sac in it. So this one's clear. I'm definitely sure what's happening there, so I'm going to take this one out, but I'll put all the rest back underneath, and then I'll check on these 2 again in a few days, and if they're still not developing and they still look problematic, I'll take them out and let the girls focus on the 6 that are looking good. Girls, time to put your eggs back under you. They can pretty much do it themselves, to be honest. I don't need to disturb them, they can do it themselves. Go on, Sweet Pea, if you want one. This looks like Precious is doing the job properly, but Sweet Pea is just in a trance. Here you are, Sweet Pea. You gonna take it? Precious is taking them all. I'm going to have to give Sweet Pea some, since she is in too much of a broody trance. Here you are, there's 2 under you there. And these are the 2 that I'm not sure what's happening with. I'll just tuck them under you, sweetie. Hopefully she'll rearrange them. And here's goodbye to Artemis's last egg. Never mind, it wasn't meant to be. But we may have 6 chicks, which is really good news. We may have more if those other 2 eggs are developing and I'm mistaken about them. These 2, if you're lucky, will be mums of 6. Cuties. So it's bye from me for today and bye from the girls.